Hello, I am Alex and it's April 20th now, and this means that 2 or maybe 3, actually even Blizzard knows how much, but not a lot of time is left for release of new Hearthstone expansion, Whispers of the Old Gods, and we have quite a lot of cards already revealed, and I just want to make a small review about neutral revealed cards. And so by now, uh, when I am making this video, 61 card is revealed, and here is a small graph showing distributed by rarity. And actually I don't know if it's a kind of attempt of Blizzard to monetize and force people to make a pre-order for this, but you can see that more than 50% of revealed cards are epic and legendary. We have seen quite few commons and rares, but the same amount of legendary and epics. I'm not sure that this proportion will kept after the release, but we'll see. And also here you can see that it's 26 cards are neutral and just few cards are from different classes. So as I said, in this video we will review neutral cards, and the first card that I want to show you is Ancient Harbinger. 6 mana minion, 4/6, quite bad for 6 mana stats, but actually very interesting ability. At the start of your turn, put a 10 cost minion from your deck into your hand, and this is really good. Taking into account that this expansion contains quite a lot of powerful legendaries that cost 10, it's few old gods that are really powerful, and this guy, he will just bring the most, I guess, hyped old god, Ktun, to your hand with ability to play it on the next turn. Of course, if he will live until the start of next turn. And by the way, even let's check what we have with 10 mana cost, not from the expansion. It's Deathwing that I guess may have C playing. It's Giants and everything, and seems that it's not so much of them. Yes, almost all other we don't have 10 mana creatures, so it's just focused to pull the old gods from your hand. So I see if old god decks will be played in standard and will be competitive. They anyway will have this guy inside such decks. Okay, next one, and I guess it no, maybe we do not saw it in the stream when they were talking about the upcoming expansion, but anyway, 2 mana, 2/3 creature, Battle Cry, give you a Ktun, +2/+2, whatever it is. It's just awesome, because it's 2 mana, 2/3 stats is quite good, and Battle Cry, so your Ktun will grow up immediately, and in Ktun based decks this is must have, absolutely. Okay, next one is quite interesting. It's Blood of the Ancient One. 9 mana creature, 9/9 stats, and if you control 2 of these at the end of your turn, match them into the ancient one. The ancient one, I do not have a picker, but I remember it's just 30-30 minion. It's just ridiculous. So actually it will be quite hard, I guess, to pull this combo, to have both of those in your hand. After that you have to play them and wait until the end of your turn with both of them at the table, and the only, I guess, quite possible way to do it during one turn is just to pull them using Vera and Rin. Actually, just quite interesting, and I guess it will see play maybe some fun decks, and I guess absolutely I'm absolutely sure that we will see this in some Trollden videos. Quite nice card, but I do not think that it will be meta changing or something like this. Okay, next one is the Boogie Monster. It's legendary. For 8 mana we have 6-7. So, and when this attacks and kills a minion, it gains +2/+2. Quite interesting effect. It's something like Gruul maybe, but it's a bit different condition to trigger. Actually, I don't understand why it's a legendary, because effect is quite weak, and I'm not sure that this card will see play anywhere, because there are really a lot of other 8 drops that are much better than this one. Maybe I am missing something, but I count that it's just 400 dust, nothing more. Okay, next one is Corrupted Healbot. We also saw this card already at the stream, representing stream of the expansion. 5 mana, 6/6, Death Rattle, restore 8 health to the enemy here. Well, it will see play. I guess it will see play at least at priest decks and maybe at some aggro decks. It's neutral and it's mech. Actually, mech tribal is reduced to minimum to a few mechs in standard after the removing of gnomes and goblins, but 5 mana, 6/6, it's absolutely good card for aggro, for druids maybe, not sure about hunters, but for aggro druids it's quite good and can replace Fell River, for example. And for sure it will see play in some priest decks using Okenai Soul Priest and today revealed cards that allows you to for one turn, it's a spell for one turn, your healing deal damage instead. So quite nice, and the art is really horrible, terrible, spooky and so on. So in priest anyway, I guess I may say that I will use it in priest, especially because the effect is Death Rattle. This is a good card, absolutely. Okay, next one is Cthulhu's Chosen. 4 mana, 4/2, really bad stats, but it has Divine Shield and it gives Cthulhu +2/+2. So with Divine Shield it's actually trades with almost everything, I guess, because of 4 attack, and it gives immediate, it has immediate effect on your Cthulhu, and at least it will trade with 1 creature. So seems that, you know, Blizzard they just forcing players to build Cthulhu decks, and with all those revealed cultists, let's name them like this, the Cthulhu deck is almost pre-built for us, because you just have to auto include some minions like her or previously shown girl, this one. So almost half of a deck, a Cthulhu based deck, is already pre-built for us, but we'll see. Okay, next one is Cthulhu itself. 10 mana, 6/6, deal damage equal to this minion attack, randomly split and man all enemies when it comes into play as a battle cry. It's awesome, actually. If you haven't seen how it appears, how it looks, and what it did with all those eyeballs, pew, it's really awesome. Just check the videos. And yes, I guess it will see play as a Cthulhu deck, and I guess it will be, each class will try to build a competitive Cthulhu deck, and I hope, and I almost absolutely sure that they will be competitive. And yes, we will have this guy for free, I guess, as I remember. Okay, next one is called Apothecary. 5 mana for 4, and for each enemy minion restore 2 health to your hero. Actually, it seems like an attempt to, replace the heal bot. The heal bot is moving out of standard mode, and this is a kind of replacing for him. Actually, I do not think that it's a good replacement. Yes, for sure it has better stats than Healbot, but the healing itself is quite weak, actually. Because if you are on turn 5, to compare it with Healbot, if you are on turn 5, your opponent should have at least 4 minions on the board. And I think I rather will try to clear the board than heal myself for 8 health and leave the board. So I don't think that it's good against some aggro or zoo decks. It's absolutely terrible, I guess, in some hard control decks like Freeze Mage or something like this. I mean, when you're playing it as a Freeze Mage, because when you're playing Healbot as a Freeze Mage, you are guaranteed healed at 8. But as Freeze Mage, you are trying to freeze or remove all the opponent's board. Actually, if you're freezing a full board, you can heal quite nice. I have a different opinion about this. You just need to try it in real life to make an opinion about this. It's 50-50, I guess. We'll see. Okay, next one is Deswin. It was revealed, I guess, a few minutes before I started to record this video, and it's really hyped me. The art is just perfect. 10 mana, 12/12 dragon with Death Rattle. Pull all dragons from your hand into the battlefield. From the beginning, when I saw it, it was like, wow, it's Uber, it's OP, and after that I just read it once again. Put all dragons from your hand. So it means that you do not play them and the effect will not be triggered. So let's check what we have in dragons. It's no matter the small one, do not interest now. Even the small one, almost all of them have battle cries. Twilight Drake, Twilight Guardian, Azure Drake, Draconid Crusher. It's all of them have battle cries. Caldara Drake, I'm not sure, it's not playable right now in Mage, and I am not sure it will be playable with new Deswin. Dragon Consort, it's also battle cry, I will not be triggered. Twilight 12, you do not want to put it. So from neutral dragons that are of interest is Chilmore, Chromagus, Malagas, and Izera. So only 4 dragons are of interest to put without their battle cries. Anyway, it's just a 8/8 body. So I'm not sure that this guy is so OP. Maybe there will be some other dragons revealed in this expansion, but as for now, maybe I'm missing some dragons. Nosdormer, yes, the one I'm missing is Nosdormer. So it's not so good as I thought at the first sight, but it's quite powerful and may be a game changer, I guess. So next one is Validated Doomsayer. What I must say about the art is just, I don't know, it's so good. This mad eyes, his smile, he's absolutely adorable in evil sense of this word, if adorable can be evil. Okay, so about the card itself, 5 mana, 0/7, and at the start of your turn set this minion's attack to 7. I don't know. All over the internet there is a rumor that they are going to nerf BGH, but there is no information right now about the nerf of BGH. So 7 attack, yes, for sure, for 5 mana, having 7/7 for 5 mana is really good. But it's BGH target, I assume that it will not be nerfed. I hope so. But the one plus of this guy is that at the start of each turn you are guaranteed have 7 attack. No matter if someone changed this attack to 1, like Eldor Peacekeeper or something like this, it always will be 7 until it's silenced, at least for sure. Quite interesting, quite nice, but I am not sure that it will be playable a lot, just because not so stable, weak to silence, and it's not a bad target to be silenced, and weak to BGH, and quite slow, because of you have to wait for start of your next turn. And even if you play it and give it a taunt, it's just a soft taunt that cannot deal damage to attacker. Not sure that it will see play. Okay, next one. I guess it's this card is, I guess, meta changer. 4 mana, 2/4, battle cry, destroy all enemies' secrets and gain +1/+1 for each. So how this something is with my memory, this card, flare, yes, so it's flare for everyone and a body. I guess this card will be a tech card for sure, and dependent on metagame, on if Secret Pala still be the ruler of the meta, and if Freeze Mage will see play, this card will be teched in every deck, absolutely, because you're destroying all secrets and this just ruins freeze mage, and not ruins the secret paladin, but it will be a pain in the ass. So, depending on the metagame, as I said, if there will be any secret based decks, this will be a meta changer in this case, and quite powerful card. Okay, the next one we have is Faceless Shambler. 4 mana, 1/1, taunt, and battle cry, copy of friendly minions attack and health. What I may say? It's a good card, I think, and it absolutely will see play in control decks, especially in arena log or just in hand log, because you can copy, every statue, and you will receive, you will have 7/7 taunts that can attack. You can copy ancient watcher that will be able to attack. You can copy some, I don't know, giants and so on, and you force your opponent to silence it. It's really good. And also, what is good about this card, and I'm afraid of this, I'm really afraid of this, that originally it's 1 health. I will explain you. Here is a Steward of Daksha, the Paladin card, that whenever you summon 1 health minion, give it a Divine Shield. This card, I am just running a bit ahead. The video is only for neutral, but this one, Steward, it will be meta shaker, I guess, because we are going to see the power of aggro Paladin. And when you play Faceless Shambler and when Steward is on the table, it receives the Divine Shield, and after that I guess it's copy. Maybe I'm wrong, I do not remember how actually it works, but I guess if you play Steward before and after that you play Faceless Shambler, in this case Shambler will take the Divine Shield. So Faceless Shambler will see play, I guess, not in all decks, but in some control decks, especially in Warlock decks, it will see play, definitely. Okay, the next one we have, it's Hogger. Yes, it's Hogger Doom of Elwyn, 7 mana, 6/6. Quite nice stats for this mana cost, and whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/2 gnoll with taunt. So it's a modified version of the Hogger. It does not summon taunt in the end of your turn, but summon it when it takes damage. Actually, I see a couple of ideas where this guy can be used, especially in Warrior, in Taunt Warrior, with some AoE, Warrior AoE effects that affect everyone at the table, but it's 7 mana. And what we have for 7 mana, for example, for Warrior? Actually not a lot. And what we have for 7 mana from neutral crowds? Baron, Geddon, Dr. Boom is out, Trogzor is out, so 7 drop is not so represented with anything here. So maybe this version of Hogger can see play, but not in all classes. I bet just that this may be used in some border variations of control border. We'll see. Okay, next card is Infested Tauren. 4 mana, 2/3, Taunt, Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 slime. Yeah, and slime is without Taunt. So, actually what we have? We have, I hate to compare to make this kind of comparison, but we have 4/5 for 4 mana. So seems to be quite good. But I am not sure that sometime in the game you want to have 2/3 as a fourth drop. What was good, for example, with Sludge Bircher? It was a fifth drop and it was 3/5, and it can trade with quite a lot of cards and stay alive. This guy just, he's not, I will rather, I don't know, I will rather will use engine maybe. I will rather use, what is going on? Engine. As a 4. Where are you? Engine 5. Oops. Where is engine Shield Master? Okay, anyway, it's no matter, but I would rather use Senja instead of Infested Tauren in this matter. Even if it's a Death Rattle, for me it's quite weak card. And I don't think that it will ever... Maybe sometimes it will see play in Constructed, but I really doubt. Okay, next one is Mukla, Infested Mukla, Tyrant of the Whale. 6 mana, 5/5, add 2 bananas to your hand. Actually, I'm not sure what is banana in this case. Is it just the same banana that original Mukla gives to your opponent, or it can be any banana? But this one is really good, especially for rocks, because banana is a cheap spell and miracle rocks, they just like cheap spells. So it's good for miracle rocks and for some, I don't know, maybe Casino mages, because of new legendary that pumping spells, pumping random spells based on the amount of spells you played in this game. But it's quite stable body 5/5, even for 6 mana, and if banana is +1/+1, you have 7/7 for 8 mana and additional cards that can be used, as I said, in Miracle Rock, in Tempo Mage, even in Tempo Mage with Flamewaker. So I guess this ape, we will see it on the table in standard mode. Okay, what I have next is Nzot the Corruptor. 10 mana, 5/7, Battlecry, summon your Death Rattle minions that die these games. and I don't have any words, no comments, just here. Death Rattle decks are coming back. Especially, I guess it will be priests, maybe, because they also have some. They have a legendary that affect Death Rattle minions, and this one just one more Sylvanas. I don't know, one more Tyrion. What we have is Death Rattle here. So it's Malorn. Ah no, Malor is out. It's Mounted Raptor, not so good. It's Savannah High Main for Hunter. I'm not sure that we will see Control Hunter after this expansion, but why not? It's Ronin, Tyrion, Dark Cultist. No, and he's from next Ramos. He's also will be out. What else? Nubarak, Dawn Pillager, Unearthed Raptor. No, I guess this one will not summon Unearthed Raptor that took some Death Rattle. But anyway, Nubarak, Dawn Pillager. What else? Dreadsteed. And a lot of small minions with these rattles. Cairn, Sylvanas, Chilmo, Majordoma, not so sure that it will see play, but anyway, maybe some crazy combos with multiple Majordoma appearance. So anyway, at least Sylvana is enough to play these guys, especially for 5/7 when it's for 10 mana. I guess, and I am absolutely sure that Death Rattle deck archetype will rise after this expansion, and this Octopus will lead it to Legend, I guess. Okay, next one is Polluted Horde, 4 mana, 4/2, Death Rattle, draw a card. Actually, it just doubled effect of Loot Hoarder. Twice mana and twice stats, but still one card. I'm not sure that it will see play, actually, because there are a lot of good 4 drops that just do not. How this may be used? It can be used only as a single target trader and card draw. You do not want to do it for 4 mana. You want to do it only when you are doing arena run with this card. So in arena it will see play, but not in constructed. Okay, next. What we have next? We have a Dragon Scaled Nightmare. At the start of your turn, double this minion's attack. 6 mana, 2/8, and at the start of your turn, attack will be doubled. This is quite interesting because with this card there are so many, I guess, crazy combos. For example, let's take Rogue. I'm not sure that they will nerf. What is the name for this? Master of Disguise. If you play this and after that buff it with Cold Blood, it will be 2 plus 4 plus, or even doubled Cold Blood, so it will have 10 attack, and after that you are giving it conceal, for example. Yeah, just imagine 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. You play this dragon, you play double cold blood and conceal on it. So at the start of your turn it will be 20 attack. 20. It's just ridiculous. I guess it's kind of not an OTK, but when you have 9 mana, usually your opponent is below 20 HP when you are rogue. So at least at rogue, I'm not a rogue player, but I will try to make the deck with this guy. And what other buffs do we have? We have some buffs at Paladin, like Seal of Champions. Why not? Even one seal is enough to, and this will be 10-8 with Divine Shield. Even Priest can buff it with Inner Fire, for example, and it will be just enough to have 16-8. The only problem is that it should live for the next turn, but if it lives for the next turn, it really rocks. I bet it will see play at least in some fun and combo decks, but maybe even with in some dragon based decks, even maybe in Paladin Dragon. Nice card, and it's really nice art. Okay, what we have next? Next one is Scarum Cultists. It's 6 mana, 7/6, and Battlecry give you a Cthulhu +2/2. Just another Cthulhu buffer, I guess the third one or the fourth one, but 6 mana for 7/6. What we have as a 6 drop, for example, neutral 6 drop. Commander, Emperor, Sylvanas. Cthulhu decks, I guess it will be as an archetype, they will be more like tempo deck maybe, or just heavy control deck. And for control deck, you do not want to use this guy, because it's just a body. No significant effect as Sylvanas, for example, something like this. For tempo deck, at turn 6, 7/6 and buff Cthulhu. Maybe, but there are some more better drops. Maybe it will see playing Cthulhu decks, but I'm not sure. Okay, next one. This is, I don't know, it's Cthulhu. Anyway, looks like it's so good. The Slicer, 9 mana, 5/9 taunt, cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers. Really nice taunt, what I may say. But for 9 mana, I am not sure that you need such a taunt at such a stage of the game. When you are at 9 mana. Yes, powerful taunt. And it can be removed only with silence. With owl or something like this. Actually, it may see play, I guess. In some, at least a taunt warrior, I guess, and bolster warrior. This guy will be really good, but I do not predict really often that it will be often used, but maybe actually not sure, but I think we will, how to say it, remember this guy sometime, someday it will, you know, I bet that it will how to say it, shut out as mysterious challenger, for example. Maybe not so much, but I guess it will. Okay, let's go further. Next one is it's just my favorite card in the whole set, I guess. It's Spawn of Nzot. It's 3 mana, 2/2. This rat will give you minus +1/+1. But it's just me. I don't know. It's so adorable. This little but angry tentacle guy. It's just super. I haven't saw the golden version, but even normal version is enough just to fall in love with him. Uh, about the effect, I guess it will see play at least at zoo and aggro decks. Quite slow, yes, it's quite slow for pure aggro decks because of 3 mana, but in some zoo variation it really will rock. Because it trades and it buffs all your board. I guess some Zulogs, maybe aggro druids will love this card, absolutely. Not meta changer, but we'll see play in a lot of decks. Okay, the next one we have here is Tentacle of Nzot. 1 mana, this rattle deal 1 damage to all minions. So it's kind of explosive ship little sister. Yes, but for 1 mana and it deals 1 damage. What am I say? It's just like a whirlwind for everybody because it's neutral but not immediate, and it's really good. It will see play in a lot of control, even mid-range decks to stand against aggro, especially because of, I don't know, it absolutely wrecks paladins with all his 1/1 tokens. It wrecks zoo, I guess, with their no, explosion will be dropped out because of standard, but it removes divine shields and it spawns patron warriors. So I bet it will see play almost in, I guess, every deck. If aggro will still keep the meta, this card will be able just to push the aggro out of the aggro decks out of the meta game. Okay, the next one is, where it is? Here it is, Twilight Elder. 3 mana, 3/4 stats. At the end of your turn, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Just another one Cthulhu buffer. But if previous guys, previous cultists that were buffing Cthulhu, they buffed him just once as a battle cry, this one will keep buffing Toon until he is dead, because it triggers at the end of each turn. And it's quite nice body, 3/4 for 3 mana, absolutely staple in any Toon based deck. Nothing to say more. Okay, next one is Twilight Summoner. 4 mana, 1/1, summon 5/5, Disrattle, summon 5/5 Faceless Destroyer. I guess Faceless Destroyer doesn't have any keywords or abilities, so actually it's just 4 mana for 2 creatures, 1/1 and 5/5. My opinion that it will see play anyway in Zoo decks, especially as a replacement for Nerubian Egg, but it's absolutely extremely weak to silence, and it's also weak to Cabal Shadow Priest. That I guess now Priest will take 2 of those ladies in their decks. And actually, if you are Cabal Nerubian Egg, you need somehow to activate this egg to pop the spider out of it. If you Cabal this guy, you even do not need any activator, you just attack and you have 5/5. It's absolutely weak to S-Shock. It just kills it and that's all. But it will see play anyway in Zoo, and in some aggro maybe it will see play. And sometimes it will be really pain in the ass when you will see this guy for you, and if you do not have any silencers, I do not know, if you are not priest, this guy will be a really pain in the ass for you. Okay, next one is another old god. It's Yogg-Saron, Hope's End. 10 mana, 7/5, Battlecry. Cast a random spell for each spell you've cast this game. Targets chosen randomly. It's a total madness. Absolutely. So, for example, how many spells usually do you have in your deck? I don't know, let's calculate some. If it's a renal log, for example, you have like 1, 2, 3, 5. I guess almost each deck it has at least 10 maybe spells or something like this. And so when you play this guy, and usually you have to place him somewhere in the end when at least I guess 5 or 8 or maybe even 10 spells are already cast. It will just create, I don't know, chaos. It will and it plays not the same spells. It just takes random spells and randomly choose targets. So I can, foresee Trollden videos when this guy, I don't know, throws like 3 or 5 pyroblasts to your own face when you play him or something like this. This is absolutely extremely mad and fun card, and for sure it will see play, I don't know, at least in a lot of fun decks, and maybe I don't know, it will see play as a just a plan B, just like give everything to the RNGesus and hope that it will throw some fireballs or something like this. So maybe it will be like a plan B alternative possible RNG win condition in every deck, in every control deck, for example. So I bet that at least this guy will create a lot of fun videos for us, and it will see play as alternative win condition in almost any deck. What we can do, we can just calculate how much spells do we have that deals damage to the face. It's Swipe, Starfire, Arcane Shot, Quick Shot, Kill Command, a lot of mage spells, couple of priest spells, warlock spells. I will maybe make some kind of infographic just to check what this guy can do, but it will see play definitely, and it's a fun and good card. Okay, and the last one for today is Yasharj Rage and Bout. 10 mana, 10/10 stats, and at the end of your turn put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. What I may say, it's a kind of, you know, Varian Ring for everybody, but just a bit more slower Varian Ring. Because Varian how it's I do not have him in my collection. Yes, here it is. Varian pulls, it actually draws, and after that pulls. But this one, I'm not. He's weaker. He's a bit weaker than Varian, and Varian is not. We do not see him relate even at some control warrior, just because it's put without triggering of battle cry or something like this. But it may see play in some, I don't know, giant decks or something like this. Not really good, quite, and requires, you know, a quite specific deck to be built around him. So I'm not sure that we'll see him a lot of times in a ladder. Okay, I guess that it was the last one neutral so far revealed card. Thank you very much if you are still watching this video, and I guess just check for another videos that I will make about, see my opinion. Maybe I will add also some infographics for some another cards already described or new cards. Next video will be about the class cards that are already revealed. See you guys. Subscribe, comment, likes, shares. See you. Bye.